Action.
Okay, we're making pizza today. I'm Chef Josephine.
I'm Chef Will.
Chef Will.
I'm Chef Clark.
And you're Chef Clark. You both have food in your mouth.
And I'm Eddie.
And Eddie's filming. And we're gonna start with our dough. Dough is super simple. All you need is flour,
Go.
water, and you want the water to be lukewarm, a temperature of like 80 to 85 degrees. You want to feel the water, guys, to feel the temperature of it. How would you classify that?
It would be 75 degrees.
I know, but is it cold? Is it warm? Is it hot?
It's cold.
You think it's cold? It's warm. It's warm. You need yeast,
Ooh.
yeast,
That's
and salt, and that's it. That's all we need. So the first thing we're gonna do is proof the yeast in the water. So I'm just gonna add my yeast into my water, and I'm gonna add just a little bit of flour, because what that does to yeast is it feeds the yeast. So the yeast is actually alive, and it feeds off of sugars. And there's actually a naturally occurring sugar that's in the flour that it's gonna feed off of. So we're just gonna let that sit for a while. Eddie, if you wanna come and zoom in on it so you can see. I'm looking for my whisk, I can't find it. I'm just gonna stir this up a little bit. Okay, this is our yeast with the water, and it is and a little bit of flour, and so it's proofing. We're letting it Are you gonna whisk it, Clark, to mix it together a little bit? Okay, so Clark, we think there's some bubbles, right? So the yeast is active. So do you want to dump that yeast water mixture into the yeah, can you do that? Good. A lot of times when our mixer is really full, so that things don't splash all over the place, I do this trick with a piece of parchment paper. We're gonna turn this on low speed. I'm gonna pulse like slowly first too, because I just don't want the flour and the water to splash. And it did fine, it's not splashing. Do you want to come and take a look for it? Zoom in on the dough. Starting to come together now, and so I'm going to add my salt now. You never want to add the salt in the beginning because salt will actually kill the yeast if you add it too early. And then I'm just gonna set my timer for 13 minutes from now. What I'll need for 13 minutes here in the mixture. If it's looking too dry, I might need to add a little water. If it's looking too wet, I might need to add a little bit more flour. So I have some right there on the ready. Dough is a feel thing, and it varies based on humidity outside and temperature, so you really have to watch it. Okay, so our dough is done. You can tell when dough is done when it has a nice elasticity to it. You can see how it's kind of stretching and bouncing back a little bit. It's a little wet, but it'll be okay. We're just gonna take it over here. Are you looking at it? Okay, we're gonna take it over here to my workbench, and I'm gonna get the dough out here. It is a little sticky, so I have my flour dusted, and I'm just gonna knead it a little bit more here on the bench, the counter. dough, we're kind of grabbing it from the underside and then we're pushing it with the heel of our hand. I think this amount of dough is actually going to make 2 pizzas. So I'm going to use what's called a bench scraper to divide the dough up into 2. And then I'm going to just knead it a little bit more. And then I'm going to put it directly on an oiled sheet pan. And it's going to rise. I'm going to keep it there for like covered for 45 minutes. And hopefully it'll double in size, and then we will, this one looks a little smaller, huh? I didn't do a very good job of making them even, but we're gonna cover them and they'll, you wanna put a little oil on the top too. Have oil on my pans and put a little oil on the top. And I'm gonna put plastic over them, and then 45 minutes we will form the pizzas. Ready. We know it's ready because you poke a hole in it and it kind of stays, right? So we're gonna spread it out. Your ankle hurts. What happened to your ankle? Do you want to help me spread it out in the pan? How was your Zoom call today with your class? Good. Funny. People were telling jokes. So we're spreading this out. That looks so good, right? For breakfast pizza. And then I made this yummy herbed oil that we're gonna brush on it. You want me to do it on half? I'll try it. Yeah, we'll do it on half. And then on the other half, we can just do olive oil. Go grab the olive oil, Will. This is just olive oil and herbs and garlic. We're making a breakfast pizza, so we don't want to use like marinara as our base. We want to use olive oil. I just thought I would make it fun and flavorful with this herbed oil. You just want plain olive oil on your half oil? That's the best part about pizza, right? You can just like customize it. You zooming in on this, Clark? And then use your hand and kind of, Okay, what do we want for our toppings? I have some bacon, some scrambled eggs and cheese, and some red peppers I found.
And scrambled
You want scrambled eggs? Okay, me too. I'm gonna put scrambled eggs. You go ahead, you can use your hands. So your hands are clean. They're not? Well, they better be clean if you're handling food, right? You wanna go wash them? Oh, they have oil on them, yeah. Scrambled eggs. It's too hot? Okay. Wanna use a spoon? Scrambled eggs. And I'm gonna put a little bacon on my side. And I think that's it. I don't really want to put cheese on mine. Maybe I'll put some red peppers just for the color, right? Mine's kind of Italian looking. Did you eat some? That's all you want on that half? The scrambled eggs? What else? Bacon?
And
So Clark made a pizza with bacon, cheese, and scrambled egg on it. How is it, Clark?
Good.
Yeah? You like it?